Topic of the video: Dutch cops versus YouTuber. Me. Okay, so basically, and I already made a long video about this in a few shorts, but basically, the trained law enforcement in Holland, particularly the ones from Enschede and Hengelo, have some beef with me. This happened because I applied with them, and uh, the result of this beef is that they put a thing out, to make a long story short, where if my name comes up in the Dutch trains, they're gonna call 4 police cars to come respond because I guess I'm dangerous or something, and they said that I threatened them. Although I did not threaten them. Here's the story. I know a guy that works as a trained local law enforcement, and he told me, hey, him and me exchange stories about bouncer work, and he exchanged stories with me about his local law enforcement job in the trains. They get into a lot of fight, guys, like a lot of fights. Um, there's a lot of violence in Holland against what they call hulpverleners or first responders, so ambulance, cops, etc., security. These guys are like in between law enforcement, police, and security. They're not really security. They're not really law enforcement. So they have more authority than security and less than cops. Either way, I did a ride along with them. So did my girlfriend. It went all fine. Ex-girlfriend now. It went all fine. We had a good click with the team. They liked us. They liked her. And then we're supposed to have 2 meetings or two phone call meetings. First one was like a normal phone call meeting, so not a Zoom meeting. They have some basic questions. We both passed that one. Second one was a Zoom meeting with 2 people, a recruiter and this other dude. I forget the name of the guy at the moment. So the guy that's in charge there of the local law enforcement in Hengelo and Enschede. Calvin, I think is his name, like Calvin Klein. So Calvin Klein and this other woman, Flor, was having a meeting with them, and then keep in mind, I had a meeting with my girlfriend first, and then I already knew how this Flor woman was. She was very rude, and she was just very rude. And like every time she asked you a question, you answer the question. It was just never enough. Like one of these people that no matter what you say, it's never enough. And I already noticed that she had that with my ex girlfriend. So I already knew what to expect because I already heard the first Zoom meeting. Then when mine came along, shut up. When mine came along, when mine came along, when mine came along, um, basically, I I cat distracted me, guys. So when my time for my meeting came along, she asked me a bunch of questions, and then because it's like known that I know how to use violence, then of course the question had to come up of, tell me a time when you learned a whole lot without using violence. So I start my story, and the story was basically this: a drug lord in Mexico versus another drug lord in Mexico. They got into an argument, and the only ones that really stepped in between was me and the head of security. The head of security kept a smile on his face the whole time, actually diffused the thing, and nothing happened. It was really amazing how he did that. So I was barely getting into the story when she interrupted me, and then I was just done with it. She was interrupting me just the way she interrupted my girlfriend. She was also telling me like, "What else have I done to find out about this job when I already done everything?" So the conversation turned into like a weird argument that, in my opinion, was just based on stupid questions that she already has the answers to. So she'll ask you a question, and in my opinion, she already has the answers to all the questions, and I think she does it the same way with everybody. I mean, I'm not too sure, but I suspect this. So then after this, after she was rude like this, I just told her, you know what? Never mind. I don't need this job. Take this job and shove it up your ass. And I hung up on them, basically. But I didn't stop applying. I just applied at other local law enforcement jobs, right? So what would I stop applying, right? So I'm gonna have my coffee, guys. So I keep on applying, and then I get a stupid email from Kelvin because I had told them, that Floor. Like after I hung up with them, I told them, hey, Floor, your recruiter, has the IQ of a vegetable. If you ask me, it's gonna be challenging to recruit people with a stupid woman like her. So of course they didn't like this, and I kept applying, and then I got a message from Kelvin saying, an email talking about to stop applying because there's no point and this that, and he was just kind of rude in the email. So I sent them an email back because, like, I know because they told us ourselves that they work really long shifts and therefore have to do drugs. So they'd be sniffing cocaine and speed in the office in Hengelo, section Enschede. So that's their area. And they have an office. And in that office, allegedly, they told me themselves that they'd be doing drugs there and that they all know and that they're all okay with it. And, Holland really has a drug problem, guys. And yeah. So I told them in the email, you know what I'm going to do, you piece of shit? I'm going to expose that you guys are all a bunch of crackheads who need to get high in order to do your jobs. I'm going to make a YouTube video about it and I'm going to make you famous. So I wasn't really intending on doing this, even though I threatened Calvin that I would make this video. I wasn't going to make this video. I just said it, just for the heck of it. But then a little birdie told me, and I'm not going to say who, but us Mexicans, we're the kings of information, right? So we are the kings of information. So I found out that they have a thing put out that if my name comes out in the trains now, they're gonna call 4 police cars to get me because I threatened them. It's like I didn't threaten you. I just said I'm gonna expose the fact that you guys are a bunch of crackheads. How how is that a threat into which you need to send 4 police cars if I am ever a customer in the Dutch trains? And I've been using the Dutch trains for like 11, 12 years, so it's really a bunch of bullshit, and they're gonna be super surprised when they realize that I know this. They're gonna be super surprised, and they're not even gonna know where it comes from. See, the thing about you guys, you little boa boys out there and hang alone, Enschede, y'all talk too freaking much. All of you, all of you talk. The reality is, I didn't hear this from one person. I didn't hear this from 2 people. I heard this from 5 different people. Okay, so you guys really need to check yourselves. Okay, with your mouths. You guys talk too much. You guys need to stop talking about this among yourselves, right? And I mean, to the police. I mean, security guards. I have friends, man. I'm not gonna specify if it was one of your colleagues, a police officer that told me, or one of your friends, or one of you guys' spouses, or whatever it was. I'm not gonna spill how many or who it was. I'm not gonna tell you. I will only say is that you guys have big mouths, man, and I was surprised that they would do something like that. Send 4 police cars for me just because I said I'm gonna expose what you guys are doing in your offices. And why don't you just send like just 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of you guys? You know why? Because they know they will get their asses kicked even if I'm by myself. This is just a fact, guys. This is the real reason why they have this thing put out is because even with 10, 20 of them with the little sticks, PR 24s or whatever kind of vapid stocks they gave them in handcuffs, you guys still can't handle it. So you must call 4 police cars with a bunch of armed agents because you're too afraid of me. Unbelievable that this is your way to try to get back against me. But since you, Kelvin, seem to have a problem with me, and this wasn't planned, I can challenge you to fight. You guys are tough guys, right? We can fight it out, man to man, hombre a hombre, mano a mano. Like men do, instead of this pussy shit that you're going out there putting things out for the police to come get me if something happens in the trains or if my name comes up in the trains. What is up with that, Kelvin? Unbelievable. Yeah, you would almost think it will make me stop taking the trains, but I'm not. After I put the first video out of this, I freaking ran into Kelvin in the trains. I think yesterday or something. Sitting in the train, I saw him come by. I saw him walk out. So I'm not gonna stop traveling in the trains because you guys put this thing out. Okay, so expect to run into me in the trains, and I'm always recording. And I know I'm not allowed to supposedly record in the trains. Like I know this, I've seen videos and stuff like that, but I'd be recording if I see, especially if once I see you guys walking around, I'm gonna start recording with my phone live like I'm doing right now. And what the fuck are you guys gonna do about it? Oh yeah, call 4 police cars. But I'm just saying, like, I'll record just in case you guys get stupid, even though I don't expect you guys to get stupid with me because obviously you're scared if you're calling for police cars. But what I'm getting at is if I see anything weird happening in the trains, I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna have the phone ready to go live. So whatever happens is gonna come on YouTube live, and once it's live, it's done. You cannot do it. Like if I shoot the phone live and somehow the phone is taken from me, but I just press stop live stream and turn the phone off, there's nothing you guys can do. The thing is already gone live, even if I'm supposedly not allowed to put it up there. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. So yeah, uh yeah, what can I say? If you guys have any questions, just ask. I'll be streaming a little bit longer. Yeah. First coffee of the day. It is 7 o'clock in the morning here in the Netherlands. What time is it where you guys are at? Make sure you guys like the video. I see there's 2 of you in here. Make sure you like, comment, say what's up. Tell me what you guys think. Yeah. Anyway, so I think it's super ridiculous, you know? Four, not one, not two, not three, 4 cop cars for me. You can't make this up just because they're scared because they don't want to be exposed. Well, it's too late. I already exposed you. You guys are all over YouTube as a bunch of crackheads. I'll be sniffing lines in the train stations. And keep in mind, these guys just got a wapenstokken, which is like sticks. They didn't have that before. They're doing like a how do you call it, a proof period, which is like a how you call it. They're like testing it out. They're testing out the weapon sticks with these Dutch train cops that only carry actually handcuffs. So now they actually have sticks because they say they need it. They say it's too dangerous and blah 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 blah. Blah. And maybe they do need it. Maybe it is too dangerous. But in my opinion, if these guys are on drugs, you don't want a bunch of junkies swinging a bunch of sticks around at people whenever things get hot. That's just my opinion. Like that cannot end well eventually, man. Sticks are dangerous. Batons are dangerous, you know. You're gonna give that to a bunch of guys that are on drugs. I mean, normally I would be for it, you know, give them sticks, give them weapons. But in this case, with at least with these guys in Hengelo and Sede, I don't think they should be getting them because they are obviously not in their right state of mind when they're at work. And you know what? And I don't even blame them 100% for being drug addicts. You know who I actually blame? I blame NS themselves, the rules they have, and from what I heard them tell me, the kind of shifts that they get. They get, hey, how you doing, my friend? I am all good. I'm right here, bro, sharing stories with you guys live. You know, trying to connect here with you guys. So, anyways, as I was saying, what's I saying? Oh yeah, I don't even blame the local law enforcement cops necessarily. I mean, they're also to blame because they're the ones shoving it up their noses. But the company they work for makes them work like crappy hours. What do I mean by that? For example, they'll work a long ass shift. I don't even know how long to X amount of hours, sometimes overtime, and they'll get off from their work, let's say at like 2 a.m., right? 2:30 a.m. You're off at 2:30 a.m. Well, some of these guys have to be back at work and do another full shift already at like 5 or 6. This means they have like 3, 4 hours to get home. And guess what? You're expected to be at this train station again a full day. I mean, who can do that? I mean, if I had to work like that as a bouncer, I'd tell them here, bro, take this and shove it up. You know what? So it's like, for example, when I worked as a bouncer, even on my long ass days, right? Like, let's say some of my longest, heaviest nights were a baby, because I'd get to the club at like 11, 10ish, 11. And sometimes I wouldn't leave until the next day at 12, the next day at 11. So you're talking like a 12-hour shift standing on your feet the whole night with maybe just 1 or 2 breaks. the entire night standing on your feet. So um, that seems less harsh to me than doing this BOA job or this local law enforcement in the trains and then being there all freaking day until 2:30 and then having to go again at 5 6. This is the reason why they're on drugs. They told me the shit themselves. So and this is the case in for example in the police departments and some of the police departments in Mexico too, because they make them work 24-hour shifts. Anytime you're putting people in these like inhuman shifts, they're gonna end up trying to do something to stay awake, whether that's Red Bull, coffee, speed, or cocaine. That varies per person. How are you doing though? You're not telling me. You haven't told me how you're doing. No part-time shift. Well, I don't know. Yeah, maybe some do, but they work long hours, man. They work really long hours. Like it's yeah, it's always a thing. I mean that's also a thing in like for example Hollywood and people who make movies too. Sometimes they have to work these crazy long shifts, and it's like if they don't have the energy for it, they end up restoring to illegal substances. You know. Good man. I'm glad you're good, man. Yeah, I'm putting this video out there because it's like, and I wasn't even gonna put this out. Like I said, I had just threatened him that I was gonna put this out just to get the last word, get them a little paranoid, get throw them off balance a little bit. But I wasn't really gonna do it until I found out that they put this thing out to like put four cop cars after me. Then I figured, you know what? Local Dutch train cops on drugs, good story. But I don't like snitching people out, so I wasn't gonna do it. I thought it was a little cringe. But then they put this thing out where they're gonna have like all these cops come after me from in the trench, and I'm like, you know what? Now when you put one and two together, you got a pretty entertaining story. So I told myself, I'm gonna make a vertical live, I'm gonna make a horizontal live, I'm gonna make a bunch of shorts. So I still have to do the horizontal live. I already did the edited long version of this video. So this way you will see this video in all of the streets of YouTube, in all traffic. Think of YouTube as like different streets. Also for you YouTubers who are new or people who want to be YouTubers. Try to be a 360 creator. And by that I mean try to create videos in everything. Do everything. Do shorts, do vertical lives, horizontal lives, horizontal long videos, horizontal shorts, vertical shorts, vertical long videos, lives. I can't stress the lives enough, and videos with editing. Do everything, and then that is the future of YouTube. Doing everything, becoming a 360 creator, and 360 wheel kick is my favorite kick, so that's actually perfect to be a 360 creator. But the point is, when you're a 360 creator, think of each one as a street. So YouTube Shorts is one street, Vertical Life is another street, and the big street is the long formats, right? And then you got the horizontal life, the vertical life. They're all streets, right? Think of it like that. So if you're doing videos in all of these streets, everybody sees you. When you do all formats, think of it as you being seen in all streets on this on the street. Versus if you're only doing long formats like some channels do, or only shorts, you're only going to be seen in that one street instead of being seen in multiple streets. So I decided, because these guys were being pricks, I'm going to put them in all the streets. I'm going to be walking all around calling them out, and I challenge anyone out of those boas to fight me. If you guys, if you guys have a problem with what I'm saying, and you guys want to do a mano to mano thing, hand to hand, man to man, not an illegal fight, so no one gets in trouble. We'll meet at the gym. We'll spar it out and see who gets knocked out. I guarantee you, it won't be me. Well, all I'm saying is, at some point, you have to call people out at some point. Sometimes, I try to not do this, but if people keep pushing you, you must do what you got to do. So, you know, this is me just doing what I got to do. What happened? Well, I made a few videos on what happened, man. But basically, long story short, me and my girlfriend applied for a local cop job in the trains. We went for a ride along, both of us, separate days. Ride along went good. After that, We both had a phone call meeting. Both went good. Then we had a Zoom meeting. She went first, and then it didn't go good because she had a woman named Flor, who is just a very difficult woman who asks stupid questions and then doesn't even let you finish the answers, and then tells you you're not giving the right answers. And then she tried the same thing with me. And when she tried that with me, it was in the middle of a story that I was saying about me getting in between two cartel members in Mexico. She asked me a story where I learned a lot but didn't use violence. So I figured this is a good story to bring up. So I started bringing up the story. She doesn't even let me finish, interrupts me. So I told her, you know what, take this job, shove it up your, you know what, and I don't want this job anymore. And I hung up. And then I sent them an email and I told them that Floor, the recruiter, has the IQ of a vegetable. They didn't like that. Of course, they got angry, and I still kept applying. And then Calvin, the guy in charge there of the boss, he was also in the Zoom meeting, so it was the recruiter and the guy in charge there. He sent me an email telling me to stop applying, that there's no point, and he was really rude about it, basically telling me I have no chance of getting hired. So I was like, you know what? F you, bro. That was uncalled for the way she acted. She's rude. She's stupid. And you guys are a bunch of drug head crackheads that need to do drugs in order to do your jobs. And I'm going to make a YouTube video. I'm going to expose you. That's all I said. I did not threaten them. I only said I'm going to make YouTube videos exposing that you guys are doing lines in the office while at work. You guys are working high because you guys have long shifts and you guys can't stay awake. So this is what I told them in the email, and that's it. I have the proof. I can show you guys the email. I never threatened them. He cannot prove that I threatened them because I never did it. All right, I can prove what I did say and the reason why they put this thing out for 4 cops to come after me. But I never threatened them. I only said I'm gonna expose you guys on YouTube, and I wasn't even gonna do this. I wasn't even gonna make these videos because I figured, like, for what? I'm just gonna say that. But then little birdies told me what they did, what he did, that they told the cops that I threatened them and that they're going to be super scared if I'm in the trains, and so now they can call for their backup because these little babies cannot freaking handle it themselves. So that's basically what happened, and I'm making videos in all of formats exposing this so that it gets out there, because screw them, man, for real though. I hope that was kind of clear. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe. You guys can ask me anything you want. Consider becoming a member only. Yeah. You did understand? I mean, I know you missed it, but was I clear enough now or not? Okay, cool. Yeah, well, good. I'm glad I was clear because yeah, I mean, I gave you the short version of it. I made a long video, like a 17-minute video on this with editing, with the skeleton, with the what. I did it in the train just to show them that I'm in the train. But yeah, I did a video on this, and you should watch it. But I'm doing the live stream too because not everybody watches everything. Some people watch only the short, some people watch the live stream, some people watch the long format. So I gotta make sure that I make videos in all formats, for you guys. The more the better. And I'm gonna get myself another coffee. Oh, take you guys with me. Mm, 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 mm. Instant coffee. making a mess because I'm recording. Okay. So yeah, that's basically the deal with this whole local train law enforcement situation. Mm, that's nice. Coffee. Coffee early in the morning. You guys read this. Coffee makes everything possible. Well, I don't know about that, but it sure helps. Oh yeah, man. Other than that, everything good is a big word, man. I mean, um, gladly on YouTube, it's going real well. The channel is doing good, you know. That's going good. But I have other problems in my life at the moment. But hey, that's life. So I don't really want to get into my personal problems now, unless, of course, you guys want me to. But yeah, um, I've been rich, grew up rich. So I've been rich before I grew up rich. I've been in between. I've been down, like poor and broke, and rich again. And like I've had ups and downs all my life. And let's just say that right now I'm in a weird stage in my life in the sense that I'm down, but I'm also up. So I'm really down when it comes to certain things. But because of this, I have nowhere to go but up in those things. And the YouTube channel is doing really well. So in this sense, I'm doing great. But yeah, it could be better. But then again, everybody could be better, right? So yeah. And yesterday we did a sauna. Me and my girlfriend did a sauna. Recover from all that training and the stretching and the splits challenges. I've been doing the splits challenge like every other day and like 40-45 minutes in the splits. That shit that gets really it gets your legs really sore. Let's just leave it at that. I mean, I do splits every day all the time, but 45 minutes 2 days in a row, that's a lot even for me. I don't usually do that. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. That part in your hair, perfect. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I get a lot of questions about my hair and what I do with it and everything else, and what kind of hair products do I use. And the reality is, I don't really use much. I don't really use anything. Actually, I wash it maybe once a week. I don't even use conditioner sometimes. I mean, I hardly ever brush it. Sometimes I go a whole week without brushing my hair. Right now, I just brushed it now before this video. See, so it's right now it looks nice and it's clean. And I took 2 showers yesterday and I went to the sauna. So my skin, everything looks pretty fresh now because I slept good. I've been eating good, and yeah, that helps a lot. I'm gonna take these glasses off because it reflects too much on the screen. But yeah, basically, I slept good, eat good, feel good. Take the creatine, take my protein, and yeah, get up early. Like I said, it's 7 a.m. I slept like 6 hours. Feel pretty good. I'm taking the creatine again. I just started a few days ago, and I noticed that when I take creatine, I kind of need less sleep. Like I get more rest with less sleep. Need to get back into it. Back into what, man? I'm not sure what you mean. Back into training? Back into what? I'm understanding what you mean in the comments. How you doing, Montequit? Love you. Good morning. Oh yeah, yeah, you should, man. Everybody, if you're not training, if you're not working out your body, never too late to start. You need to start today. Don't be a lazy little bee. Just get back into training. And if you've never trained before, start now. Get a gym membership, do a tryout lesson. If you always wanted to kickbox, take that tryout class. A lot of gyms have tryout lessons for free, so you can do that. Try it out. Start. The thing is to start. One thing though, guys, if you guys have never worked out or you haven't worked out in a long time, be sure that you don't go too hard your first day. Like even me, you guys know, like I'm a professional athlete. I'm a professional at what I do, no doubt about it, right? Even me, right? If I don't train for like 2 weeks, let's say 2 weeks I do nothing. I go on like a vacation, right? When I come back and I do train, well, in my vacation I still do stuff. But when let's say I don't do no weights or I don't hit the heavy bags for a week or two, when I come back, I do really mildly. I do like 20% of what I would normally do, and I'm still sore as hell for like a day or two or three, especially if you use the right technique. So that said, if you're used to training hard and you take a break, or you've never trained at all and you're gonna start, don't do too much, because most people will have like a New Year's resolution. They'll be like, "Oh, well, for New Year's, I'm gonna get a gym membership." I actually avoid the freaking gyms in January and in late December, because especially January I avoid the gyms because a lot of people have New Year's resolutions and they just go up, they show up to the gym, and they're just wasting their time there. Like you'll have too many people on the phone, too many people not really doing shit, too many overweight people that are just gonna show up for like a week or two and then never come back. Uh, don't be that guy that pays for the gym, gets so motivated, the New Year's resolution, and doesn't show up. But I think a lot of people's mistakes is they do too much the first day and then they're like dead for like 2 weeks. And they don't come back. You got to take it easy. You got to go little by little, build it up. Do enough on your first day so that you're sore, but not too sore to not go back the next day and the day after that and the day after that. In my opinion, of course, it's all about momentum and habits. You got to have the habit of going to the gym. You got to make it so that if you don't go, you feel like you didn't, like you missed something, like you feel naked, like you feel like there's something missing in your life if you don't go to the gym. That's what I have, right? If I don't train, I don't feel right. Yeah. No doubt. Yeah. Cheating on yourself. mm, what do you mean? I don't get it. What do you mean by cheating on yourself? I don't understand. Cheating on yourself. Oh, when you don't work out, you're cheating on yourself. Yeah, in a way, you're cutting yourself short in a sense. Yeah, you're not being the best version you can be. You're not being the best version of yourself if you're not training and going to the gym. It's really important to go to the gym. It's more important than anything when you think about it. Your health is more important than money, guys. Money comes and goes. Money doesn't mean shit compared to your health. Of course, money does mean something. Money makes life a lot easier, but money does not trump health or genuine confidence. So, yeah, of course it is. You're not eating, so you're gonna lose weight, no doubt. But it's also good for building muscle. It's also good for staying healthy in general. It just depends on how you use it. It's a tool, like steroids. I'm not saying steroids are good, but it's a tool. Many people think, oh, if you do steroids, you're gonna get large. It's like, have you guys not seen the swimmers that take steroids, runners that take steroids? I highly suspect Bruce Lee took steroids for Enter the Dragon. There's plenty of lean people that are not Schwarzenegger size that are on steroids. Just because you take steroids doesn't mean you're going to turn into the Hulk. It depends on what you eat, how much of it you take, and how you train. If you're training for size, obviously you're going to get size. If you're training for speed, you're obviously going to get speed. Like look at Conor McGregor. That guy was on fucking steroids and PhDs throughout his whole career. A lot of these martial arts dudes, fighters, they're all on it, but they don't have massive bodies. Not all of them, of course. You do have Alistair Overeem and Francis Ngannou. You do have some that do have that big build, but I'm talking in general. Most fighters are not big like that, and they're still on steroids. So being on steroids doesn't automatically mean you're gonna be really huge or large or big. Same thing goes for the fasting. Same thing applies. I mean, I fast pretty much almost every day. For example, I'll have black coffee. This is all I've drank today so far, and water. I'll have that usually until noon, 1, 2, sometimes longer. Sometimes I fast 24 hours. Sometimes I fast 18, sometimes 14, sometimes 15. Sometimes I don't fast. Sometimes I actually have breakfast. I don't do it the same every day. A lot of people have this misconception that you should do stuff the same every day. This is not true. You should switch it up. You should switch stuff up. Switch up your training, switch up your food, switch up the hours, switch up your fasting. Switch it up. You don't have to do everything the same all the time. What you should try to do the same all the time is your sleep. But your food, the hours when you eat, you could really play with that a lot, and it's healthier to play with that than not playing with it. Getting up every day and uh, having the first thing you do stuff food in your mouth, and then the second thing you do a few hours later is just stuff food in your mouth again, and you're stuffing all this food in your face while your poor body is still digesting all this shit, literally all the crap you have in your body, in your intestines from the stuff you ate the day before and the day before that and the day before that. Like your human body can hold a lot of crap, and by that I mean poop, excrement, shit. It can hold a lot of it. So if you're not pooping 5 times a day, 4 or 5 times a day, you're not getting rid of enough food, especially if you eat a lot. Okay, like yeah, like I'll be honest. Like I'll go in the morning 4 or 5 times, and then I don't go the rest of the day most of the time. Like I have a routine, but like every day 4 or 5 times. If you're not, if you, especially if you're training a lot and eating a lot, your metabolism should be faster, and you should be able to at least go 3 or 4 times. So if you're a person that's going once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, maybe once a day, in my opinion, that's not enough. Your body is not at an optimal level yet of where you're like absorbing everything you need and getting stronger and bigger and faster, and getting stronger, bigger, faster, leaner, more flexible every day. You're not gonna get like that if you're not eating right, sleeping right, training right. Like it's discipline. It's a way of life. And for me, it's easy because I've done it all my life. I really don't care about nothing fucking else. So for me, it's easy. I'm obsessed, like Bruce Lee was. But most people, it's difficult. For most people, it's hard. Like I cannot say this is difficult for me. It's pretty easy for me because I don't do nothing else. I don't care about nothing else. So when you're obsessed like me, I cannot say that this is difficult. Doctor says pooping 3 times is normal. Yeah, actually, pooping more than 3 times is better. You know I would say more around 4 or 5 times. It's like the optimal amount for someone who's really healthy. I mean, I'm basing it, of course, on myself. Everyone's different, but yeah, generally speaking, for most people who are going to be in super good shape, this is like, yeah. Sometimes I lose count. That's funny. That's good. Yeah. So yeah. Any more questions, guys? Just ask me in the comments. Let me know. Yeah. Yeah. So it's 4 cop cars. The local trained law enforcement are gonna send for me if my name comes up in any of the trains, just because I threatened that I would expose the fact that they do drugs while on the job, because they have long, hard hours, and these guys, a lot of them cannot stay up those kind of hours. So instead of coffee, instead of Red Bull, they decide to stick illegal substances up their noses and basically work high. And now they got a stick approved, which I will be all for it because they only had handcuffs, and they do get attacked a lot. But you're gonna give a bunch of crackheads sniffing, coke sniffing speedheads batons to beat people up with. And you're gonna have a bunch of crackheads swinging batons at people. I don't know if that's such a good idea. I think these boas should be drug tested, man. They should start drug testing you guys before you get hired, like they do in America. Yeah, they don't. I don't think they drug test them. If they did, they probably would have no one left anymore to do the job. Yes, I like yogurt, man. I definitely like yogurt. Well, coffee is a form of laxative. If you drink enough of it, it will clean you out a little bit. What don't you have in the UK? Train law enforcement or what? I'm not sure what you mean by we don't have that in the UK. What do you not have in the UK? Oh, okay. Oh, batons. Really? The cops don't have batons over there? Damn. Yeah, I know that a lot of the cops there also don't even have guns. That is just a strange world to me, man. Police with no guns. Police with no guns. Are they even real cops? It's like it goes together. It's part of the tools, right? Cops should have a gun. So, but yeah, these boas in the trains, they don't have guns. They only have handcuffs and batons. And I guess I didn't know that in the UK the cops don't have batons. That's interesting. This should be like a normal, typical tool that they should have. For real though. All right, so you just got here. What are we talking about? Well, I explained it a few times, but I'll explain it again. Why not? I was talking. Well, right now we're talking about batons and what the police carry in Holland and what the police carry in the UK. But originally, I was talking about the fact that the trained law enforcement put a thing out that if my name comes up in their system for any other reason, for any reason whatsoever, that they're gonna call 4 police cars for me based on the fact that they said I threatened them, which I didn't. I only said in an email that I would expose on YouTube the fact that there are a bunch of drug addicts that take lines and sniff lines before work and that they work high. And in my opinion, they shouldn't be getting batons. They're getting batons as a test. They're going to test out how well they do with the batons for the next few months, I guess, and then they're going to decide whether they can legally keep them or if they're going to take them away from them. So, my opinion, they should start drug testing these boys before they get any weapons. You don't want a bunch of coke sniffing speedheads swinging batons at people. That's not going to end well. Eventually, that's going to cause problems. That's my professional and personal opinion. So yeah, that's basically the topic of the story. I wasn't even going to expose these pricks, but yeah, since they wanna play rough, I'm gonna have to go Tony Montana on them. You wanna play rough? Okay, say hello to my little friend. You know what I mean? So yeah. Do they have a CBR check? What's a CBR check? I don't even know what that is, man. If you could explain what that is, then maybe I could better answer your question. Excuse me, guys. I don't know what a CBR check is. Anyone in the comments know what a CBR check is? Oh, yeah, but are you asking me if the trained law enforcement have it or if who has it? Like, I don't get your question. Of course they have it here, but what do you mean by have it? Like, oh, you mean you? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. Trying to guess here, but just tell me. I guess you need to. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, of course we have it, but I don't know what you mean by the question. Oh, coffee in the morning. It's really, really good. Depends on the people on the oh, that's what you mean for the job applied. Yeah, but look, it's one thing to have a criminal record, it's another thing to be on drugs, right? Like you could not have a criminal record and be on drugs. What I'm saying is before they hire these boys or before they give them more toys and stuff like that, they should drug test them. There's just too many people high as hell in the Netherlands. I have a video, my third most watched short, where you also see a train staff person that's calming down an argument between two men, but you can just tell she's high. You can just see it in the video. I mean, she's not even bothering hiding it. Yeah, I'll be right back, guys. Okay, and we're back. Sorry, guys, I had to go to the restroom. Well, I don't know. They probably. I'm not sure they're not all on the same stuff, but they're definitely on some shit. Oh yeah, that one exactly. Yeah, she does. She does. That is my third most watched video, actually. Yeah. Yep, no doubt. Yeah, so you guys got any more questions? There's 8 of you in here, only 4 likes. Make sure you guys like the video. Ask me anything you want. I answer everybody. And we're the leading martial arts channel on YouTube when it comes to kicking, flexibility, martial arts, street fighting, self defense. So if you don't know our channel, make sure you check out our other videos. We have many videos out kicking people. We have videos rating famous martial artists, street fights, sparring knockouts, MMA, kickboxing, taekwondo, many tutorials. Just check out other videos, you guys. And if you have any questions against, just ask. Because I'm about to end the stream in a few more minutes, unless we get a conversation going. Yes, it's 7:51 in the morning. Yes, it is. It's early over here, but I'm up every day early. I go to bed early. I get up early. Last night I went to bed a little bit later because we got home late from the sauna. But I went to bed at like I think like 11:30 ish or something, 12. Got up at 6, so I slept pretty good. 10:51 here in Cali. 10:51 at night. Yeah, nice. I miss California, man. I grew up over there. 1 hour behind out in the UK. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, yeah. I have all my YouTube meetings. I got YouTube meetings on UK time every time. It's I gotta every time check out because apparently there's different time zones in the UK as well. Sometimes I forget the BTS, whatever. There's two different ones, I think. California is great, man. I mean, I know it's gone a little bit to crap the last few years, but I miss it there, man. I miss LA in more ways than one. I feel like it's my home over there. Yeah, I'm going back to Cali. Yeah, no place like Cali. Yes, it is. The weather is nice, no doubt, man. It's oh, I miss it, man. I'd be lying if I said I don't miss California, L.A., City of Angels, City of Devils should be called actually. Oh, I need more coffee. Second coffee. I need at least two more. Yeah, the beaches of Cali. I miss the Mexican beaches, man. Acapulco Beach, especially back before the drug war started. It was really nice. What part of the world would I want to visit? Well, I visited many places already, but um, all the Asian countries I have not visited yet. So Japan, Thailand, China. Yeah, Japan, Thailand, China would be on my to do lists because I've never been there. I've never been to any Asian countries. I've been in South America. I've been in Mexico, America, all of Europe, but yeah, Asia I still have to see. And I don't know. I would have to do that first before I put anything else on my list. That is really like number one on my list. Is Asian countries. Australia is nice. They say. Yeah, I would also like to go to Australia, but the Asian countries are nice. Ta, 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 ta. Oh, Korea. How did I forget Korea? I knew there was one more. Korea, Japan, Thailand, China are the two countries I would really, three are the four countries I'd really like to visit. You know, South Korea, that is. I got no business going to North Korea. Whew. North or South Korea. Yeah, see, I already said that. South Korea. I have no business going up there. North man may not make it out of there. You know, you never know. Ooh. Coffee early in the morning is great. Coffee makes everything possible. Yeah. Mm. tea. Yeah, I like tea. The only thing with tea is it doesn't do anything to me, man. Like as far as waking me up, it does absolutely nothing. So that's the only bad thing as far as tea for me. Like it really doesn't do shit. Doesn't wake me up at all, not even a little bit. It's like I'm drinking water or something. I enjoy the taste of it. If it's already made and someone offers it, I'll drink it, but I'm definitely really not a tea person. No. Yeah, it does nothing. I mean, does it wake you up? I mean, so some people it does something, it wakes them up, but for me, it does absolutely nothing. Like I need my coffee in order to go to the bathroom in the morning, in order to wake up, in order to do these videos. Like I get up and the first thing I do is water, coffee, and a lot of it. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of it. I should probably drink less coffee. I drink way too much coffee. But you guys know that Holland is no one drinks more coffee than us. Like Dutch people drink a ton of coffee. I mean, you'll see Dutch people drink coffee in the morning, in the afternoon. They'll have like coffee at 4, 5, 6 p.m. even like Dutch people, dude. I don't even know how some of them do it because I'll do that too, but I only do it like at night. I'll only drink coffee if I know I'm gonna have like a hardcore training session at the gym. If I know I'm gonna do like an hour of kickboxing weight training and I know I'm gonna be totally exhausted and drained in sweat, then I'll drink coffee. But anything less than that, I won't. Yeah, yeah. I do it. I do drink coffee almost all day. Like not always, but if I'm fasting, I do. If I'm not eating, I'm drinking coffee all freaking day. After I have my first meal, I tend to stop with the coffee. Unless then, of course, I go and train, then I'll drink coffee again. But like I do drink a lot of it. I'm not gonna lie, I drink a ton of coffee, guys. Sometimes I'll have like at least, I think I'll have at least. Let me think. You see this cup? Put it next to my head so you guys see the size. I will drink at least like between 10 and 20 of these a day. At least 10, at the most 20. And I know that's a lot, and I'm not recommending you guys do this. And I've been doing this for a long time. I've been doing this for like damn. Like I started drinking coffee, I think when I was 9. Not that I would drink this much coffee. Obviously I built it up when I was 9. I would drink it with milk and sugar, but still. Hey, Iris just woke up. Buenos dias, guapa. Yeah, I'm already an hour live over here. Where are you? You should come and join the live stream. Put on some sunglasses or something and come sit here. Yeah, that's most normal people in most countries. But you come to Holland, bro, really. We drink so much coffee here, they say. It's a wonder that we even sleep at all. Oh, yeah. Hmm. Nine of you in here, 4 likes. What's up with that, guys? Click the like button. Every time I say that, people leave. It's funny, but I still say it. I don't care. I used to have a coffee plant in Mexico. Nice. Love coffee. Yeah, same here. If you guys have any suggestions, any comments, any questions, just ask. Yeah, I know you did. I'm talking about the other 10 people in here, bro. I know you did. You were one of the first ones here. I know you guys do. I mean more for everybody else, man. It really helps with the algorithm and the video and all that. When people like the video and the comments, of course, too, it all helps. So, but sometimes you have to remind people, man, because some people want to, but they just forget. So it doesn't cost much. You just click like. It's not that difficult. Good job, Montiki. Thank you very much. Salute. Oh, we are in the Netherlands, Holland, Amsterdam. Chicken. Don't be a chicken. Bark, bark, bark. Chicken. Niet bang zijn, hè? Gewoon komen. Thanks for the likes, you guys. Appreciate it. You should do a video on Bruce Lee's super sidekick. Yeah, Bruce Lee had a bunch of really good professional level kicks. His sidekick, definitely his roundhouse kick, his hook kick too, sidekick, roundhouse kick, hook kick, the wheel kick. Whatever kicks he did them really, really, really well. There's some kicks that you don't see Bruce Lee do, and that is a typical Muay Thai Dutch style low kick. Like I've never seen Bruce Lee do that kick once. The axe kick is also a kick I've never seen Bruce Lee do. I've seen him do like the crescent kick and different kicks that kind of could be axe kicks, but axe kick is probably one of the only kicks I've never seen Bruce Lee do. Question mark kick, also never seen him do, but maybe those were not even around back then, So the axe kick he should have learned though the axe kick from well, maybe there is a scene where he does the axe kick. In Enter the Dragon, maybe. Isn't he doing like some kind of version of it? No, he definitely could do it. He just didn't do much in his movies and fight scenes. That's what it is. But he definitely knew how to do an axe kick. No doubt. I should do one on Bruce Lee's isometric training. A lot of people talk about that, like the isometric stuff, the isometric training. I do get a lot of suggestions or comments on that. So maybe you're right. Maybe I should do a video on that. That's maybe not a bad idea. What time is it? Oh yeah, it's 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock in the morning. No, not in the movie scenes, but there's demonstrations where he's doing like some kind of version of like this. Well, he'll go like that and then go all the way up like this. Boom. So it's not. It's if you look at the demonstrations that he did in that tournament back in the I don't know what year it was when he did the demonstrations in the tournament, but back around that time. Wushu. Yeah. Good morning, pretty lady.
Good morning.
Pretty woman.
First coffee. We're talking about coffee. First coffee.
Yeah, you too. Coffee, then you come sit next to Tito.
Oh, no, 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 no,
No, put on a hat or something.
no.
Put your hoodie on.
You're fun.
No, I'm not. I'm not even kidding. You should. You could turn the light off. Sit here, wear something. You
Think about it.
think about it. You have to. That way I can take a break. They see you too. You moot. You moot. Moot is you must in Dutch. Wushu, Kung Fu. Kung Fu is fake news. Kung Fu is BS. Bruce Lee said it. Now I'm saying it again. Kung Fu is BS. No doubt about it. No doubt. And I will do that video on the Bruce Lee's isometric training. I will get to that one eventually. Um, I told you my kung fu is better. Nice one, good one. I'm assuming that's a joke, right? I mean, just to clarify, right? Because sometimes people are serious and I think they're joking. Sometimes I think people share my sense of humor and then I realize that they do not. Schattig.
Just really short, really, really, really short.
Really, really, really short.
Yeah.
Just
Morning.
really, really short. Hey, look, we're matching with the yellow.
Oh, my yellow is so off from yours.
No, and yellow is yellow.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, world.
Yeah, coffee in the morning.
Yeah. So what's the topic? I don't know.
Oh,
Coffee.
the topic has been changing, of course, but the last things we were talking about is fasting, training, that the police in the UK don't even carry batons. I knew that they didn't carry guns, but I didn't know that they didn't even have a stick. But I did see a video once in the UK, maybe you guys have seen it, of two police women. They're trying to handle one guy. And I guess in that video, you can see that all they have is handcuffs. And they get one handcuff, I think, on the guy's arm, on the hand, then not the other one. So the guy starts hitting them with the handcuff. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know. I don't know if it was two women or one woman and one man. I don't remember exactly. I should do a reaction video to this video. But one of the cops gets cracked in the head with the handcuffs, starts bleeding. But it's like, yeah, you need that stuff as a cop. You need a gun and a baton and all this other stuff. It's just weird to me. Countries that have cops with no guns. In some countries, it makes sense because there's no guns at all, like Korea. South Korea, it's a country where like you almost won't find guns. Like you have people there that still use swords, but in most countries, it's like I don't know. In most countries should have it. I forgot which country. There's another country where the police have the gun in the glove compartment in the car, and when they need it, they need to open it with a key and take it out and load it and cock it. Like they have to go through through a whole bunch of steps before they actually can get the gun, and they have to call it in before they get it.
Oh,
So it's
so
like
you're dead before.
yeah,
you
if
have it.
something real happens, you're dead before you get to the gun. It's but these are countries I think that have never really had many deaths, maybe, or incidents or things like that. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm gonna feed the cat.
Right now,
Yeah.
can you give me a
will-
second?
Oh,
Let me just go to the bathroom first. Yeah.
great. Yeah. I already thought this was happening. Okay, this was not the plan. Oh, the cat has to go in the lesson. Okay, yeah. She's loud in the morning. This one here is 23 years old and deaf. And that's why she's going really hard, really loud. Like I measured how much decibel she did once and it was 83 or 84 decibel. Her meowing. So that's really loud. So every morning when I get up, she's like going like this because I'm the one who gives her the food. So yeah, here, go live. Oh, Amit, yeah, you have the same kind of cat. It was like oh. He also makes coffee now. So I'm here with the cat, 23 years old, deaf for 2 years already. So the New Year's is never been that relaxed for her. Yeah, it's a sweet cat. She's purring really hard now, so she's happy that I'm out. Okay, AJ is coming back soon, so hold on. I'm not the one for the live stream now. Oh, oh, stay here. Okay, he's coming back. Nog niet. Oh. Oh, I'm not really awake yet, so maybe I'm worried now. He'll be back soon. Let's see if my coffee is already at the right temperature. Before I didn't drink coffee. I started drinking coffee since I'm with AJ. So yeah, and in the beginning I really didn't like it, but now I don't think it's like tasteful, but in the beginning I had really weird faces when while drinking coffee, and now I don't anymore. So okay, are you back? Yes, he's back.
Guess who's back? Stay away from my phone, cat. Back up, you're gonna knock it over.
Yeah. Yes, he's back.
Back again.
Again.
Tito's back. Oh, for you guys, I don't know, because nobody really knows. The people that really know me, that are really close to me, which is like usually a handful, call me Tito. They don't even call me AJ or Arturo Jan. That's actually what people that really know me call me. They call me Tito. Tito. That's actually what people that know me call me. Only people that know me, only my friends call me that. So my one keeps running out getting pregnant.
Oh, the cat.
Oh, I was gonna be like, what? Who? Your girlfriend? Your wife? Sorry, dude.
You missed. It will be
Then you should get it neutered, man.
if that comment will be about his girlfriend. It's really funny. Yeah, we're late with commenting on this because YouTube held it back.
Mm. Okay.
Oh.
Do you see how much smaller you look than me? Because you're behind me. Look at that. Your head
Yeah,
looks like it's
camera angles.
yeah, your head looks like it's a quarter of the size of mine.
Yeah, I'm gonna feed the cat now,
Are you?
and I have to get ready. I have to teach
What are you gonna teach?
total body workout.
Good job. Oh. Okay. There goes the cat. Yeah, that's just how I read it. I'm like, my one keeps going out and getting pregnant. It's like, what? Yeah. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah. So you guys got any questions? There's 8 of you in here. Any questions before I end the stream? Let me know in the comments below. I'm gonna be going live later again with the split stuff, the splits challenge. Time to do the splits challenge again. So I'll probably be sitting in the splits for I don't know how long, and I'll see what topic I touch. And I can also go live and touch a different topic and record the tablet. If you guys want me to do a video on something, whoever suggests a video now is first comes first serve. So if you guys want me to react to something or someone that I can react to quickly on a tablet or on the TV, I'll react to that later. Oh man, I tried to watch that movie. You mean the new one, right? Where it kind of resembles Palestine and Israel. I thought it was a stupid movie. I didn't like it at all. I thought it was retarded. I thought that the whole theme of the movie, the story was dumb, uh, exaggerated. The whole glasses thing. Oh, Clark Kent with the glasses. No one recognizes him, even though he's interviewing Superman all the time, and they both look exactly the same. And then you got these stupid giants fighting. I can still exaggerate. I think I got to like 30 minutes into the movie, and I just stopped watching it. I can't get into that shit, guys. It's just retarded. It's just Superman, the new Superman. I think it's garbage. I didn't like it at all. What about you guys? Anybody actually like that movie? Yeah, we stopped it. Exactly. We were watching it together. That movie sucked. Like badly, dude.
And I can really watch some movies who suck. So
Yeah, I can watch.
if I quit.
Yeah, if she quits, it says something. Yeah, she can actually watch crappy movies. I can too. I mean, it depends on the movie, of course. But yeah, no, definitely not. What do you mean by he put too much into it? Oh, you mean too much action, too much what? What do you mean by too much? Yeah, too many characters and enemies. I agree. Just too much to even keep up with. Yeah, and the CGI just looks like a goddamn cartoon. True. I didn't like it either. It just looked like a cartoon at some point. I couldn't get into it anymore. It was just too retarded for words, even. For real, though. It was bad. No doubt. Yeah. Yeah. No. And the last superhero movie, or it's not even a superhero, it's an anti-hero that I actually liked was The Hulk with Edward Norton. That's it. And that's because like I'm a like when I was growing up as a kid, the only superhero I liked was the Hulk. And again, I don't even think that's a superhero. I didn't like Spider-Man. I didn't like Superman. I didn't like the Fantastic Four or any of this other superheroes. Like I was really just into the Hulk. The series of the 70s that was on TV in the 80s. I think it was late 70s, early 80s, even mid late 80s. The movies that came out with Bixby and Lou Ferrigno, the Hulk, and the cartoon, the magazines, the comics. I was really into the Hulk when I was a kid. But that was the only one I liked. I really didn't like nobody else. Yeah, yeah, exactly. They should have kept Edward Norton as the Hulk for real though. He did a really good job, I think. He had like a really good fine line between the comic and the TV series. Like he just did it right. He just knew what he was doing with that movie. The new guy, yeah, I don't know. I can't get into him at all. The yeah, nah. And it's the same guy that plays, isn't that? Yeah, doesn't he also play in that Tom Cruise movie Collateral? Isn't that the Hulk guy plays in that movie too? I think he plays a cop, if I remember correctly. I think they had problems with him wanting to change everything, but in this case, it was for the better. Because, like, I know that in American History X, he also changed a bunch of stuff, and the director hated it. He hated the final product. Not the director, the writer. The writer hated the final product of American history. So you guys can look into the story, but the movie was not supposed to be what you guys saw. Um, but in the Hulk, in my opinion, it was the changes he made were good. I think, in my opinion, like for example, I think one of the changes he made was the beginning where you see how he turns into the Hulk. That it's more like in the series than it is the comic, where it's in the chair and you see the green cross thing from the gamma rays going into his head. It was just like in the series. Those are some of the things he changed, and I really liked it. Being a fan of both, I kind of like the series version a little bit better than that whole big explosion outside in an army base, which is the comic version of it. Like the comic version of the Hulk is way different than the series. Yeah, the new Hulks are too cartoony. I definitely agree. I think Edward Norton kind of messed up the American History X movie. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even know he had messed it up until I saw the writer talk about this not long ago. Then I realized how badly Edward Norton had messed up the movie. The Incredible Hulk was supposed to be MCU Hulk until Mark took over and don't know what happened. The original was darker and more deep. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. But what about the old movies, like the Lou Ferrigno movies? Did you guys see any of them? Because I saw all of them. I saw The Incredible Hulk. I saw The Incredible Hulk Returns, The Trial of the Incredible Hulk, and The Death of the Incredible Hulk. There's four. There's four Hulk movies, just like there's four Bruce Lee movies. What's the first one again? The Big Boss, Fist of Fury, aka Chinese Connection, Game of Death, Enter the Dragon. Four. Four Hulk movies, four Bruce Lee movies. I mean, these are movies that I had at home. I had like the collection of all the Hulk movies. I had the collection of all the Bruce Lee movies, including the documentaries. Yeah, I know. I saw that part with the pizza. Yeah, of course, Lou Ferrigno with the pizza cameo in the Incredible Hulk. Lou Ferrigno was the guy who played the Incredible Hulk in the 80s, 70s series. In case you guys don't know who Lou Ferrigno is. In my opinion, Lou Ferrigno should have beat Arnold Schwarzenegger in the Mr. Olympia. I think the only thing that gave one of the things that gave Schwarzenegger the edge, in my opinion, is his posing, the way he poses. A lot of people don't know that one similarity between Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jean Claude Van Damme is that they both took ballet. A lot of people don't realize that the balance that Schwarzenegger shows in his bodybuilding, posing, and all that actually comes from ballet. He learned ballet, and that helped him have more grace, I guess, with his movements as a bodybuilder. A lot of people don't know this stuff. He would stretch a lot more than people know. Fun fact, yeah, I'm taking you back to memory lane. That's good, man. Yeah, that's good, right? Good memories. I got Bruce Lee movies in DVD. My favorite film is Way of the Dragon with Chuck Norris. A lot of people's favorite movie is that one. Surprisingly enough, it's not mine. Way of the Dragon isn't bad, but it's not my favorite. For me, The Big Boss and Way of the Dragon, they're both too, how do I say this? Too cartoonish for me. Um, not like serious enough. I don't know. Way of the Dragon is okay though, but my favorite is and will always be Chinese Connection, Fist of Fury. I like it even better than Enter the Dragon. Like I really like that it's a fucking revenge movie. Like it's a more serious movie. Bruce Lee dies at the end. Like he runs towards the cops, does a jumping flying kick and dies. That's more my kind of film. Like it's a revenge film. Like you just like that movie. I can watch the whole movie now. Like I just watched it recently with my girlfriend. We watched the whole movie. She'd never seen it. That movie I could watch from beginning to end. I can get into it, but I cannot watch Way of the Dragon and get into some of those scenes they have and some of the noises they have. Like when he gets into that fight with those gangsters in the back of the restaurant, and they try to make it a little bit funny, a little bit like this. Way of the Dragon has like a comedy element to it that I just don't find funny. That's why I cannot get into watching Way of the Dragon. Like the whole movie, I can get into watching the fight scenes. Don't get me wrong. I can get into watching any Bruce Lee fight scenes at any time. But I'm talking about watching the movie from beginning to end. The only one I can really watch is Fist of Fury, aka Chinese Connection, and Enter the Dragon. The other ones I cannot really get into watching. The only one that, look, even Game of Death, I could watch before I watch Way of the Dragon or even The Big Boss. Even though Bruce Lee is not in the entire movie of Game of Death, the plot is just more serious. The story is more serious. The story is about him getting shot, dying, revenge story. Uh, I don't know. I guess I'm a little bit like Quentin Tarantino when it comes to revenge story. Like I have a weakness for revenge stories. I just freaking love revenge stories. So yeah. I still got the Chinese Connection on VHS at home, but in terrible English dub. Okay, yeah, I had that one too, where Bruce Lee sounds like a white dude, like a white, like a white dude from the 80s or 70s. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Big Boss had the old school fighting blend with new Fist of Fury updated the fights. Yeah, exactly. What is this? Mama's Hand Gold Coast. What is your question, Mama's Hand Gold Coast? I gladly answer. Like, what is this video about? Or it's a live stream, so it ended up going way out of the way. You know what? I don't really care what you think. You know, I really don't. This is why there's only 8 people watching. That's funny. There's 300 million daily watchers of live vertical streams on YouTube. So when you go live vertically like this, the algorithm does its job, and your video could potentially be pushed out to millions of viewers or not. And it has nothing to do with how boring or how entertaining your video is. If you think that the algorithm pushes a video out based on how entertaining it is, then I'm sorry to say, but you're stupid. The bad English dub is funny on kung fu and martial arts films. Kind of a guilty pleasure. Yeah, exactly. I guess so. Have you guys seen those Bruce Lee movies in actual Chinese or in actual Cantonese? Oh no, it's in Mandarin. No, the movies are in Mandarin, I think, because Bruce Lee didn't even speak Mandarin. Bruce Lee only spoke Cantonese, I think. So even in the Chinese movies, or the Asian speaking movies, the movies are dubbed. Oh, I call you whatever I want. You're coming over here saying stupid stuff, so I must call you stupid. Sorry. If you say stupid stuff, I will call you stupid. I cannot help myself. The original dub, yeah. Hey, Beatles in the house. What's up, Beetle? How you doing? It's hard to find the original dub on media. Huh. Is it? Yeah, well, I've seen it in the Chinese version of it. I've seen the English dubbed version of it, the new one and the old one. I've seen the Spanish dubbed version of it too, of Fist of Fury. That is. I'm stupid if I call you stupid. Okay, if you say so, man. Hey, whatever tickles your belly, girl. Whatever tickles your belly. It's a thing called the Dunning Kruger effect. Have you ever heard of that? It's when stupid, incompetent people think they're smart and competent. I think you're suffering from that. It's called Dunning Kruger effect. DKE. You should look into it. Yeah, I think you're suffering from that. Okay. How is the original dub sound like? Was it Cantonese or Mandarin? The dub was Mandarin, even though Bruce Lee doesn't speak Mandarin, he only speaks Cantonese. Gosh. I cannot be quiet because I'm talking and I'm live streaming, and this is a video. So I cannot be quiet. You're quiet because you're typing. So what you're doing literally is being quiet. What I'm doing is making a video. So these are two different things. By the way, mamas, I'm trilingual. I speak Spanish, English, and Dutch perfect. I'm just saying, I cannot be stupid because I'm trilingual. By definition, my brain works at a higher level than most people. Just a fun fact. Look it up. Google it. How trilingual people's brain work. I think you can barely speak English properly. I know definitely Cantonese. He grew up in Hong Kong. Yeah, he grew up in Hong Kong. True facts. 88 movies, Blu-rays have done these movies in original dubbing. True, true. Because it's early in the morning, girl, and most of my subscribers are not in the Netherlands. Still, this video could potentially get 100 million views, a million views, 3 views. It depends. It's a vertical life. It has a potential of reaching 300 million people. But I'm not expect you to know that again because you're stupid. And if you keep making stupid comments, I'm just gonna block you from commenting. All right. Well, fun fact: I'm famous among famous people, girl. Famous people know my name. Who knows your name? It's 2 a.m. here in New Jersey, USA. That's nice, man. 2 a.m. in New Jersey. New Jersey. I always wanted to go there, man. Sopranos, New Jersey, New York, that bridge. What is it like to cross the bridge from New Jersey to New York? Like Tony does in The Sopranos. I always wanted to do that. Really though. Yes, it is. Let me see. It is 8:34 in the morning in Holland. Yes. Yeah, true. Yeah, Bayonne Bridge, exactly. What is it like? How long does it take? I don't even know how long it takes. I mean, these are questions I could Google, I guess, but it's nice to talk to someone who actually lives there and knows. It's a bridge between Baymore, New Jersey, and Staten Island. I originally started talking about the train local law enforcement putting a thing out to call for Dutch police cars in case my name is called out. That's the original topic of the video. But in case you don't know, vertical live streams, you're supposed to start a topic and then the conversation always ends up elsewhere because people start engaging in the comments. Like you, for example, you're asking me what I talk about. We've already talked about Bruce Lee movies. We've talked about martial arts. We've talked about health, coffee. We've talked about fitness. We've talked about intermittent fasting. We talked about fat loss. We talked about getting back into training after you haven't trained for a long time. We've talked about many topics, girl. So it's like I have 5 people in here now, but like next thing you know, it's six. Next thing you know, it's 30. Next thing you know, it's 11. And at the end of the stream, I will know exactly how many people total were watching the live stream. So even though if I only see 6, 7, 8, or 10 or 11 here, when I end the live stream, the total amount of viewers usually is somewhere between 200 and 800 most of the time. So it really depends, you know. However, from my home in New Jersey to a relative in New York, I walked for 3 hours. What? What? You walked for 3 hours over the bridge? 3 hours? Am I reading that right? Damn, that's a long time. Yes, Mama hands got gold. Yeah, I just say it like it is. Some people like it, some people hate it. So, some people can come off as rude, but you know, Dutch people are very direct. We don't beat around the bush, and sometimes I can come off as rude, but really, that's just the way most Dutch people are. We're just very direct with the way we communicate. So, yeah, yes, I did. Not lying, man. No, I'm not saying you're lying. I just think it's amazing. Then that's well, if it takes 3 hours, how long does it take driving? I didn't realize it was that big. Does it take like a long time? Like how long is that damn bridge? It's crazy. 3 hours. That's crazy. Yeah, I did a 3 hour walk, going from my girlfriend's house to where I live. when I met her on our first night together. I had I walked 3 hours. Oh damn, you don't drive. Why don't you drive? I haven't driven myself for like quite a while. Nice. Okay. You should start a YouTube channel, man, with your walks. Put a body cam on. You never know. Might go viral. Oh yeah, to what's her name again? Mama's Got Gold Coast. Keep in mind, Mama's Got Gold Coast live streaming is going to be the future of YouTube next year. Oh, thanks, Mama's Got Gold Coast. Yeah, yeah. These women, they're like government workers in this building that has like that houses homeless people, drug addicts, and stuff like that. And they were acting difficult about me shooting that video outside when I had already done shooting like a long format video. I was there for over 20 minutes, and then they went out, got food, came back, and then when I was shooting the short version of just the kicks, they started to act difficult. So yeah, I just had to record them and make a fool out of them. Funny enough, when we finished recording, they went on the intercom and they started cursing me out. They started cursing me out, calling me to go f myself, telling me to go f myself, and all kinds of stuff through the intercom at the very at the very end. I was like, "Well, I thought you guys were gonna call the cops. Why are you talking shit through the intercom?" Yeah, you should do that, man. I mean, like I would watch it if some dude was walking from New Jersey across the bridge to New York. I don't want to see that because I have no idea what that looks like. And that's something that I would do. I would if I was there, I would want to walk those 3 hours, you know? Yeah. Take some coffee with me, some water, something to eat just in case I get hungry and start walking. I didn't even know you could walk that. I didn't even know you could walk on that bridge. I thought you could only drive it. So I mean, there's so much I don't know when it comes to. I've never been to New York, never been to New Jersey. That's really, really on my to-do list. I really want to go there one day. Last time one Karen came, you to me. Okay, maybe I can put a weighted vest, which I have at home. Yeah, you could. You could put a weighted vest. Yeah, you should really try to stream that, man. It would. It might do really, really good, man. You probably be one of the first ones to do that. Just just live stream, walking from the New Jersey to New York over the bridge, put some like hashtag like Sopranos hashtag or something, Vedic Phil, something like that, and then just walk it, man. I mean, like live videos are gonna be doing extremely good next year, guys. Yeah, yeah, as long as the weather is nice. No doubt you don't want to be walking across the bridge for 3 hours with the rain and storm. No doubt. Yep, no doubt. Last time last time one Karen came up to me because I spilled water on their car, and they were complaining to me and my dad, and my told the Karen to shut the f up and leave us alone. Okay, yeah, they will do that, man. You will see Karens everywhere. They're all over the place. Like Sergeant Andrew Scott says in Universal Soldier, they're everywhere. Yeah, no doubt about it. Hmm. Buenas noches, Antonia. But aquí es la mañana, amigos. Son casi las 9 de la mañana. 20 para las 9. Son las 8:40 de la mañana. It was awesome talking to you, AJ. You finally responded to my comment live. I gotta sleep. Take care, hermano. Cuídate. Good night, everyone. Bendiciones. No problem, bro. Take care. Chat later, bro. See you on the next live stream. Karens are so annoying. Yes, they are. And they're everywhere. I'm telling you. Spain is full of Karens, man. I went to Spain. Damn. Over there, it's full of Karens. Aquí las 1:40 de la mañana. Sí, allá es temprano, pues. Tempranito, tempranito. Deberías estar dormido, güey. ¿Qué haces despierto? So later on, I'm gonna do a splits challenge again. I'm gonna go in full splits and record and think of a different topic to touch. That'll be later on. So I'm about to end the stream soon, guys, and get myself some breakfast. I think I'm starting to get kind of hungry, and then I'm gonna do my little splits challenge thing, and I'm gonna aim at sitting, I don't know, 20 minutes, maybe longer. Depends if we get a good conversation going. Then maybe I'll sit in the splits longer. So no, man, like Spanish women. Like, look, I'll tell you guys a little story about some of the differences between Holland and Spain. In Holland, men, Dutch men, will start problems a lot of times with other men. Like they'll act tough, they'll look at you up and down, they'll try to push you, bump your shoulder into you, and Dutch men are kind of aggressive. Dutch women, not so much. Dutch women are kind of more chill. But in Spain, it's the other way around. In Spain, Spanish men don't tend to start fights that often. Women do, though. Women tend to really be in their masculine energy in Spain. Like they'll bump into you on the street and they'll start stuff with men randomly. They'll be very aggressive towards guys. Like you have a lot of females in Spain that are just like, I think, man haters or something. I don't know. And apparently they have like a big advantage if they call the cops on you. So yeah, in Spain, it's women are very aggressive over there. Not all women, of course, because you have like a lot of women from different places, but you got some women in Spain, like a good amount of them that are very that act like the guys do in Holland almost, man. Pretty much. Always. Anyways, I'm gonna have a shower. Goodbye. Nice live, but I might come back if the live is still on, but it will probably not. Don't worry about it. See you next time. I must make sure you subscribe and hit the bell button so you don't miss out on nothing. I'm gonna go live again later. Andaba viendo hace rato videos de usted dando patadas, helicóptero a las peras. Impresionante su fuerza para esas patadas. Muchas gracias, amigo. Gracias por el cumplido de las patadas. If you do the split challenge at 10:20, I could do some splits, some pulls in the live stream. Okay, cool. Cool. That sounds good. That sounds good to me. Adios, mamas. I like simple minded women, nothing up the air. Okay. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. Bye, man. I am gonna have a shower. Goodbye. Have a nice life. I might come back. The left too long. Bye bye. Take care, mamas. Yeah. Anybody got any more questions before I bounce? Because I'm about to bounce, guys. Let me know. Any suggestions for the next video? Because I'm gonna do a live stream and I'm gonna go into splits, but I could touch a topic. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it, Ahmed. Later, I mean, let me see what Beetle said. I gotta scroll up a little bit. I think I missed your comment, Beetle. Let me see what you said earlier. I don't see nothing. You have a question, Beetle? Because I cannot. I don't see anything. You mean later training or something? Later, amigo, I'll rewatch the stream. Oh, I see what you mean. Rewatch the stream later. You can, but look, Beetle, ik heb ook een andere video uit. Dat is gewoon geëdit. Daar gaat hier ook over. Als je naar mijn gewone video's kijkt, dus niet de live video's, maar de gewone edited video's, daar kan je beter zien wat deze video over ging. No se olvide las 7 extremidades. Están más o menos, es movie, pierde Rosmore, pero está muy buena. El intérprete de un peleador y pierde contra un maestro de Wushu. Está chida. Pues lo voy a tratar de ver, nada más que no creo que la tengo en Netflix. Tengo Netflix, tengo Prime, tengo Videoland, Disney, HBO, HBO, pero no creo que he visto esa película. La voy a tratar de buscar, Las 7 extremidades, ok. Voy a tratar de buscarla con Ross Morenberg, muy bien. The Bruce Lee's kick and training video you should do. What do you mean by Bruce Lee's kick and training video? I could do that one, but I don't know exactly what you mean by that. You talking about the isometric training again? Because the kick training, I could do any video about it immediately. The isometric training, I have to do some research before I do videos on it. Siento que no han hecho una parecida a On Back de Tony ya, tener muy abandonado el cine marcial. ¿Qué opina Master? Y a los artistas marciales reales parece que los regalan. Cierto, cierto, ya no hacen películas como las hacían, y es porque hay mucha gente mediocre en el cine, güey. Hay demasiada gente mediocre como Michael J. White, Scott Atkins, hay demasiada Steven Seagal, hasta el mismo Van Damme. Hay mucha gente mediocre que está en el cine que no deberían de estar, pero lo están. Y hay muchos artes marcialistas con mucho talento, inclusive como yo, que pues no les dan la oportunidad porque te cierran las puertas. La verdad, Ross Morenberg ha hablado de esto, cómo le han cerrado las puertas a él. Entonces, es una situación complicada todo ese mundo del cine y las películas de artes marciales y demás. Pues ni tan bonitos. Mira a Scott Atkins, mira a Michael J. White, ni tan bonitos. Están medio feos los vatos, la verdad, si me preguntas a mí. What Jackie Chan stunts do I like? Well, I think all of them, you know. There's one movie in particular, Jackie Chan's First Strike. That's one movie that I like a lot, where I really like the stunts he does in that movie. Muchas gracias, amigo. Pero ¿sabes cuál es el problema con esos cuates también? Y no por hacerme así, pero hasta el mismo Alan Musey, Matt Mullins. El problema con esos vatos es que no saben actuar. No hemos tenido un artista marcial que de verdad sepa actuar. La mayoría de los artistas marciales valen verga para actuar, la verdad, para no decirlo de otra forma. O sea, no son muy buenos en actuar. Son más o menos buenos en las escenas de acción, pero hasta en eso algunos son limitados. El Alan Musi no es bastante bueno, pero si lo ves actuar, como que pues no se la crees. La verdad, y ninguno de ellos es bilingüe. Michael J. White, Scott Atkins, Alan Musi, nada más hablan inglés esos vatos. O sea, no pueden hacer una película, por ejemplo, en español, o una película en holandés, o una película en otro idioma. Con trabajo y pueden hacer otro acento en inglés, ni siquiera pueden hacer eso. No pueden llorar, no pueden de verdad, o sea, no se las creo a esos vatos, la neta. O sea, no tienen el nivel de un Leonardo DiCaprio, de un Brad Pitt o un Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, alguien de verdad con talento. No hay nadie todavía en las películas de artes marciales que se pueda decir, ¿sabes qué? Ese güey, que puede decir la gente, ¿no? Ese actor, ese güey, merece un Oscar en una película de artes marciales. Eso hasta la fecha no ha existido y yo creo que hasta la fecha el que más se ha acercado a eso es Bruce Lee. Hasta la fecha. No hay nadie que le llegue a los talones con, por ejemplo, la película de Enter the Dragon, que no sé ni cómo se llama en español. Pero bueno. Hay unos que son muy buenos, pero no les dan papeles protagónicos, cierto, la neta. Michael J. acaba de hacer una película y sale un mexicano de la telenovela donde Jay entrena un morro. No sé de cuál estés hablando, pero ok. And by the way, you guys, when I speak in Spanish like this, what do you guys think about it? Like I'm speaking in English, obviously most of the time, but then sometimes Anthony comes in here, speaks Spanish. I start to talk in Spanish. Can you guys understand what I'm saying? Is there like a audio translate thing, or you guys just watch and you guys have no idea what I'm saying? Because no one really responds to the Spanish other than the people that are speaking Spanish. Do they have a translate button here? Yeah, exactly. That's what I was just asking. See you later. Operación Dragón, sí, así se llama, cierto. Sí, lo sé. No, estaba preguntándoles a ellos que si cuando hablo español si me entienden o no, porque últimamente en esos streams me voy de un idioma para otro. Ahorita ya hablé en holandés con Beetle, ya hablé en español contigo y ya hablé en inglés con el resto del grupo. So what I'm saying now is that I already talked in English, I already talked in Spanish, and I already talked in Dutch with the group. Now in Dutch. Wat ik net heb gezegd is dat ik al in Spaans heb gesproken, in Nederlands en in Engels. There you go, trilingual. El idioma que hablamos aquí es holandés, amigo. En Holanda hablamos holandés. Ese es el idioma de Holanda, el holandés. I can speak Urdu. Okay, nice. So you're bilingual then. Yeah, something about Michael J. White and Bruce Lee. Yeah, no, he was talking about that we don't really have any good martial arts movies anymore at the level of like Tony Ya and that famous good talented martial artists like Alan Musi or myself, that we should be getting like more opportunities to be like in a movie. And then I went out and said that even the ones that are in movies like Alan Musi and even Scott Adkins, Michael J. White, I said that every martial arts actor sucks at acting, that there's not one good martial arts actor that can actually act. What I said is basically that they're all mediocre, they all suck at acting. None of them can really do like a genuine good crying scene or a genuine good anger scene or something that's more believable. None of them are bilingual, trilingual. None of these guys can do a movie in Spanish or in another language. Like in my case, I could do a movie in Dutch. I could do a movie in Spanish. I could play trilingual characters, bilingual characters. I can even do different accents in every language. So in Spanish, I can do different accents. In English, I can do different accents, and in Dutch, I can do different accents. So within the three languages that I know, I can do different accents and different versions of those languages. That's because I've lived in different areas in Mexico. I lived in different areas where they have different accents. In Holland, I lived in different areas where they have different accents. So when you live somewhere and you keep switching, the accents just rub off on you. So I don't even have to try. I just have to tune in mentally to when I live there, and that's it. The accent just comes out naturally. I could do a Mexico City accent. I could do a preppy Mexican accent. I can do Acapulco accent. I could do a narco southern, I mean northern accent and a lowan accent. I can switch accents in Spanish like that. It's not a problem for me. So yeah, what I'm getting at is that there hasn't been any real actors yet that can freaking act when it comes to martial arts film. This is why we have a whole bunch of mediocre films, because these guys cannot act. None of them have made a performance as like Oscar worthy yet, other than Bruce Lee and Enter the Dragon. That's basically what was said in Spanish a minute ago. For you guys that want to keep up with the conversation, Anthony, prácticamente les acabo de decir de qué hablábamos tú y yo. Mm, yeah. Daniel Bernardo era muy bueno, es muy bueno, pues quizás sí. No estoy seguro quién es ahorita, si lo busco quizás sepa quién es. Pero ahorita nada más viendo así no sé, no tengo la menor idea de quién estás hablando. De nada, amigo, de nada. Ya sabes, aquí andamos. ¿Recuerda quién hizo las secuelas de Bloodsport? Ah, sí, ya sé quién es. Ese vato también sale en Matrix Reloaded en la parte 2. No sé si te diste cuenta. Ese vato que medio imitaba a Van Damme, ¿no? En las Contactos Sangrientos, las secuelas. Estoy seguro que ese güey salió en Matrix Reloaded, Matrix Part 2, Matrix Part 2. Sí, cierto, cierto. Ese vato empezó a hacer las películas de Bloodsport porque Van Damme ya no quiso hacerlas. Plus, all they make comic book star was reboots. True. Sí, como él lo quiso intentar, aunque gritaba demasiado. Sí, ese vato gritaba demasiado. Y demasiado copiando a Van Damme. Es like, güey, o sea, agarra tu propio estilo. Es que eso de copiar a otros no funciona. Como Viking Samurai, ahorita no sé si sabes quién es. Ese vato trata de copiar a Van Damme también. O sea, no sé en qué mundo esta gente piensa que esas estrategias van a funcionar. Están, pero bien ya sabes. Ya. Yeah. Any more questions, guys? I'm about to end the stream. Un día interesante, Van Damme metió demanda para no grabar la secuela de León Peleador sin Ley. Ay, cabrón, no sabía eso. Did you guys know that Van Damme sued in order to not have a sequel made of Lionheart? I did not know this. Someone just mentioned this in Spanish. Anthony. Only Spanish now is how to say to a woman, muchos besos. Only Spanish you know how to say to a woman, lots of kisses. Muchos besos means lots of kisses. But Spanish is a love language, guys. Women love Spanish, even women that don't speak it. You speak to them in Spanish, and it's like they love it. Spanish is more popular now than it's ever been before. If you don't speak Spanish and you speak English or any other language, and you're looking for a language to study, if it's not going to be English, it's got to be Spanish, man. I mean, you can communicate with so many people around the world when you speak Spanish. Like whenever I travel, I can communicate with a lot of people because I speak English and Spanish. The Dutch is just a plus because not a lot of people speak it, but you run into Dutch people all over the world as well, and Belgians too, and other people that speak Dutch. So yeah, no doubt. ¿Cómo estás? Meaning, what do you mean? ¿Cómo estás means how you doing? Fue en una entrevista con Larry King donde dijo eso, él no quiso seguir la secuela de Lionheart. So Van Damme apparently didn't want to do a Lionheart sequel. And he apparently said this on the Larry King show. I didn't even know this. I guess I missed this interview. I thought I had seen almost everything, but I had no idea that he had somehow sued, or I don't even know if this is true. ¿Estás seguro de esto, güey? Porque yo no recuerdo nada de esto. Tendré que buscarlo, pero si tú lo dices, te creo, pero yo no recuerdo esto, la verdad. But then again, I know a lot more about Bruce Lee than I do about Van Damme. Sé mucho más de Bruce Lee que de Van Damme. Ik weet veel meer over Bruce Lee dan Jean-Claude Van Damme. Sí, seguro hace muchos años la vi. Ok, interesante. Mm, no, no recuerdo. I'm about to end the stream, you guys. One more minute. We're almost at 2 hours. I'm going to end it at 2 hours. So 1 hour and 59 minutes and 29 seconds. So in about 30 seconds, I'm going to end the stream. If you got any questions, just ask. I'm willing to answer anything else. Ya casi me voy a ir, bro. En 30 segundos me lanzo para hacer algunas cosas y luego otra vez voy a andar en vivo. Si tienes alguna pregunta, pregúntame ahorita. Well, I think that Bruce Lee was killed by Raymond Chow. And I think that because his family thought that. They even hired a private investigator to investigate Bruce Lee's death. So I think Raymond Chow had a lot to do with it, a lot more than people like to know or like to think or like to admit or like to look into. There's a video made on this where they show the Bruce Lee family hiring a private detective and what that private detective ended up finding out. If you ask me, Raymond Chow killed Bruce Lee, and his son, I'm not sure it's hard to say, what happened to Brandon exactly, or who was behind it exactly, or what really was behind that. But behind Bruce Lee, I'm 99% sure that Raymond Chow killed him, because he was in the room there with them, with the actress. He was there. I mean, like, and they didn't get him help on time. So I think for sure Raymond Chow had a lot to do with it. Viking Samurai, búscalo. Vikingo Samurai en inglés. Tiene un canal de YouTube. Es un vato bien retrasado mental. Hasta el siguiente video, amigos. To the next video. Tot de volgende video. Hasta luego.